Hey guys, Star Wars Dude here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Imperial Inquisitorius, which is from Star Wars Rebels. You know, the Grand Inquisitor, the 6th brother, the 5th brother, the 7th sister, and the 8th brother. And I'm going to be talking about what their organization is, how it was formed, and like what they're all about, and what we still don't know about them, because this organization is very shrouded in mystery still. And I'm hoping that soon in the upcoming Darth Vader comic, that the first 2 issues are already out, I'm hoping that since it starts right after Revenge of the Sith, it explains more, goes into how the Inquisitorius and the Inquisitors were recruited and trained, and how the organization was basically formed. I'd like to see that in the comic. I think that's an important thing to go over, because this organization is still very much shrouded in mystery. Even though we've seen 5 of its members in Star Wars Rebels, we still do not know a lot about it, and I think it'd be good to explore that, since it's a new concept in the new canon. The Imperial Inquisitorius, or otherwise known as the Imperial Inquisition, was an organization of Force sensitives who worked for the Galactic Empire. Members of the Inquisitorius were known as Imperial Inquisitors, Red Blades, and sometimes even Jedi Hunters. They were tasked with hunting down the remaining Jedi who had survived Order 66 at the end of the Clone Wars. In the years leading up to the Battle of Yavin, the Inquisitors came into conflict with the Spectres, a rebel cell that included the Jedi Purge survivor Kanan Jarrus and his Padawan Ezra Bridger. Their pursuit of the Spectres also brought them into contact with another Jedi Purge survivor, the former Jedi Ahsoka Tano, as well as the former Sith apprentice Maul. The Inquisitors' primary mission was, of course, to hunt down Jedi that escaped Order 66, but their secondary objective was to identify and abduct Force-sensitive individuals, including infants, and Imperial cadets. The Inquisitors wore black and gray bodysuits with armor and were equipped with double-blade spinning lightsabers. They were also capable of spinning in a helicopter-like motion for I can't say that. I'm sorry, I can't say that seriously. That's just... Helicopter sabers are canon.
The holocron. Do you have it?
You will find out soon enough.
Fall back. Maul.
No.
Besides hunting Jedi, the Inquisitors were also known to pursue other Force-sensitive opponents of the Sith, like the renegade Maul. The leader of the Inquisition was a male Padawan known as the Grand Inquisitor, who was the only one known to be a Jedi Knight who had served as a Jedi Temple guard before he was turned. After the Grand Inquisitor's demise on Tarkin's flagship above Mustafar, the remaining Inquisitors were seemingly, or the only ones Inquisitors we know of, were all killed on Malachor by Maul. And approximately 3 years after the incident of Malachor, the Jedi Order was seemingly all but extinct, leaving the Inquisitorius without a job, and they were disbanded. So that's basically an overall history of the Inquisitorius. But what I really want to find out is how Emperor Palpatine trained them, because I've heard in a lot of interviews that Vader and Sidious did not want to make their army of Inquisitors more powerful than them. That's why the Inquisitors are so really pathetic, in my opinion. Like, the Grand Inquisitor, he was cool. I actually really liked the Grand Inquisitor. I thought he was a scary, great villain with a cool design. I'm glad he was a Padawan. But 7th sister, 5th brother, 8th brother, they were disappointing to me. Season 2, they were basically there for when Vader couldn't be there. They were just like the filler villains, so when Vader showed up, you actually wanted Vader, but when Vader couldn't show up, you got them, which was like, they were pretty bad, in my opinion. The 5th brother was just a second-rate savage. He was disappointing. And, yeah, so, I mean, I think the reason for that is why they're so weak in comparison to Vader and Sidious is because when they're raising a dark side army, you don't want to make them all powerful Sith, which makes sense. Sidious made Vader's armor susceptible to Force lightning just in case Vader got out of line, and they never trained the Grand Inquisitor and the Inquisitors to their full potential, because if they rose together, they could defeat Sidious at their full power, probably, because they're all Force sensitive. And that's why the Inquisitorius are not Sith. And yes, and going into the new Vader comic, I would just really like to see how the Inquisitorius was formed, how Darth Vader and Sidious recruited them, trained them, And I mean, they probably recruited them by taking them as younglings, like Force-sensitive babies, like the Inquisitors were tasked to find Force-sensitives and take them and abduct them. And I like to see Vader forming the Inquisitorius, because I just think that'd be a cool thing to explore. We don't know about it, and that'd just be great to see in the comic. And I want more on the Grand Inquisitor period, just because I think he's a great villain, and I think he got taken out too soon. Learning more about his Jedi backstory would be cool. But yeah, this is kind of like an off-topic video about the Inquisitorius, and I just thought I'd go into it because I think it's an interesting and kind of mysterious faction within the Empire, and I thought it was worth talking about. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe for more Star Wars content every week, and see you guys next time. Star Wars Dude, out.
We were meant to be Jedi so we could be here now, when Lothal needs us most.
May the Force be with you.